Are you an INFJ? INFJ is an acronym for Introverted, Intuitive, Feeling and Judging. Myers-Briggs have defined 16 different personality types. At only around 2% of the population, INFJ is the rarest personality type in the world. It is also called advocate or counselor personality. People who fall into this category usually have high emotional intelligence and a good judge of character. They can be mysterious and easily feel misunderstood. Now let's look at 11 signs of INFJ and see if you might be one of them. Number 1. True introverted nature. INFJs are introverted individuals, even though they are easy to socialize with. A true introvert is someone who prefers to be alone, or in small group settings. They feel more energized by their own company and that of a few select people. Introverts tend to be more reflective and thoughtful, often finding solace in the inner workings of their minds. They often find social interactions draining, so they prefer to spend time alone, engaging in activities that allow them to express their creativity. Number 2. Focused on the future. Another dominating trait of the INFJ personality type is willpower. They tend to set personal life goals, and do whatever it takes to move towards those goals. For example, if they feel like their job isn't rewarding enough, they will quit and find something better. Or if their relationship isn't working out, they will break it off, rather than staying with someone that doesn't make them happy. INFJs also tend to remember the bad experiences from their past. But to avoid the negative feelings associated with those memories, they prefer to focus on the future. Number 3. Tend to form deep emotional bonds. Most INFJs, like introverts in general, can seem shy or reserved to others. They can easily be perceived as private or somewhat mysterious. Often they are deep in their own thoughts and don't feel the need to socialize. INFJs just tend to take a little longer to open up, and let others in. They crave a deeper emotional bond, and seek a more authentic connection. This is why they usually have a few, very close friends, rather than a bigger group. Number 4. Perfectionists that procrastinate. People with the INFJ personality type are often perfectionists, that deal with a constant fear of failure. This in turn leads to a lot of procrastination, because they feel a need to do everything perfectly. They tend to overcomplicate things. INFJs don't handle criticism well, because it makes them feel like they should have done it better in the first place. People can change their own nature as they mature and learn to understand it, including INFJs. Some of them do learn to accept making more mistakes to achieve their life goals. Are you still with me? How about a little fun fact? Did you know that ketchup was once sold as medicine? Back in 1834 it was prescribed to people with indigestion. Number 5. Feel like an outsider on a different wavelength. INFJs tend to feel like they are on a different wavelength than most other people. This will in turn make them feel like an outsider. They are highly driven by their intuition, and subconsciously notice patterns everywhere. Mostly patterns relating to human nature and behavior. Intuition is the ability to instinctively understand something, without thinking about how or why. Since INFJs use their intuition a lot, they can sometimes have a hard time explaining this psychic power to others, which can make them feel misunderstood and isolated. Number 6. Hate conflict. INFJ personality types tend to get stressed out by conflict. They seek harmony in themselves and those around them, and they want those people to help maintain that harmony. They can have trouble sleeping due to dwelling over conflict that affects them, or somebody they care about. It can even manifest physically through headaches, muscle aches, stomach pains, or other uncomfortable sensations. That doesn't mean INFJs avoid all conflicts. They usually learn to find a good balance between standing up for themselves and stepping away from conflict. Number 7. Read other people well. INFJs are highly perceptive of how others feel and react to what's going on. They themselves can be quite difficult to read, however, and that can make it feel like a bit of a one-way street. They are fascinated with how other people think, and use their intuition to dig deep into their minds. INFJs are very good at uncovering lies, even if you're lying to yourself. Number 8. Charming and warm. Since INFJs are intuitive and good at reading people, They also tend to be charming and warm, because they instinctively know how to make them feel more comfortable. So it's not that uncommon for strangers to share more personal thoughts and feelings with them, like their dreams, personal problems, fears, etc. INFJs are usually calm people that are good at putting others at ease, making them feel peaceful and more comfortable being around them. Most INFJs are charming and trustworthy people, and great listeners who know how to respond. Time for another fun fact then? Did you know that you can't hum if you hold your nose? Let me know in the comments section if you tried it. Number 9. Deep thinker. INFJs often go into a philosophical state, deep in thought about the meaning and purpose of their life. They enjoy reading, listening to music and other spiritual activities, due to their love for expanding their knowledge and understanding of the universe. INFJs usually don't enjoy regular small talk or gossip that much. They look for deeper meaning and connections in almost everything. This can be a positive trait, but can also make it harder to enjoy simple things. For example, a lot of movies and TV shows can feel too superficial. INFJs find it difficult to do regular daily activities, or relax, without overthinking. Number 10. Good with language. Being introverts, INFJs tend to spend a lot of time alone with their own thoughts. They also prefer to express themselves via writing, because it has less barriers than speaking. Many of them enjoy reading a lot too. The combination of doing a lot of writing and reading, and being a perfectionist, usually means that you get pretty good with language. Their empathy and intuition make them good at reading body language too. Number 11. Strong sense of right and wrong. INFJs often feel the need to protect those around them, due to their loving and empathetic nature. They sometimes try to stand up for others if they feel that someone is treating them wrong, and trying to help someone through difficult times. Many INFJs choose careers where the focus is on helping others. But if they choose something different due to other interests, they will likely do some volunteer work or donate money to charity on the side. INFJ personality types often worry about being a bad person, so they always try to do what they believe is right. The reason that INFJ personality is so rare, only about 2% of the population, is that there are some contradictory traits going on here, making these people quirky and complicated to understand. And like everyone else, INFJs have their strengths and weaknesses. Naturally, many will identify with some of the signs mentioned here. So the only way to really find out what personality type you are, is to take a test specially designed by experts. But chances are good that if you do relate to most of these traits, you may just be an INFJ, the rarest personality type in the world. Share your thoughts in the comments. How many of these signs do you feel that you have? Do you think you are an INFJ? If you found some value in this, please give it a thumbs up and share with someone else who might find it interesting. I try to upload at least a few new videos weekly, so click the subscribe button and notification bell to stay informed. You might also enjoy this other video about 10 uncomfortable truths you need to accept for your well-being.